Do you feel like you're walking on eggshells, never really knowing if you can trust him? Or maybe you've caught yourself wondering if you're just imagining things. Hey there, stars! I'm Cleo, and today we're diving into a question I know is on so many of your minds. Can you really trust him? It's such a tricky one, right? Maybe he's sending mixed signals, or there's something that just doesn't sit quite right. Whatever the case, I'm here to help bring some clarity to your situation. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Let me explain how this works. You have options today. You can stick with me, or you might feel more drawn to Lua's perspective later on. Take a moment to breathe, think about your question, and choose the reader who resonates with you. Whether it's me or Lua, the answers are waiting for you. For those staying with me, thank you. It means so much to be the one you trust with your journey. So let's take a moment to prepare. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about him, his smile, the things he says, and the way he makes you feel. Let's connect with that energy and begin. The cards I've pulled for you today are the Lovers and the Seven of Swords, the Emperor and the Page of Cups, and Death and the Ace of Pentacles. Let's dive in. Alright, stars, let's begin with the first pair that came through for you is the Lovers and the Seven of Swords. Here we got the Lovers. This card is truly special when it appears in a reading like this. It speaks to alignment and choices, particularly in relationships. It suggests that the connection between you and him is meaningful and deep, but it's not without its challenges. The Lovers often bring up the need to decide whether to fully commit or walk away. It's about harmony, but also about making the tough choices that lead to long-term alignment. This can create a lot of uncertainty, especially when trust is involved. Now let's look at the Seven of Swords. This card, on the other hand, represents heartbreak, betrayal, and the pain of unfulfilled expectations. It's not an easy card to see, especially paired with the Lovers, because it adds a layer of emotional vulnerability and potential hurt to the connection. It's pointing to unresolved wounds or fears that might still linger, creating barriers to trust. When you look at these two together, the message becomes more complex. The Lovers and the Seven of Swords combined suggest a bond that holds potential, but one that's tested by past pains or current doubts. There's an opportunity for healing here, but it will require both of you to face those emotional wounds honestly. Trust can be built, but only if both parties are willing to show up fully. No walls, no masks. In this position of the reading, these cards ask you to look inward and reflect on the foundation of your trust. Is past pain coloring how you see him? Or has he acted in ways that make you doubt his intentions? Either way, it's time to explore these feelings and open the door to honest conversations that can lead to healing. Next, we have the Emperor paired with the Page of Cups. Starting with the Emperor, this card is all about control, stability, and presenting a dependable front. It suggests that he wants to appear steady and reliable, someone you can count on. However, it also hints that he might find it challenging to express his emotions openly, prioritizing structure and logic over vulnerability. Now, let's talk about the Page of Cups. This card brings a playful and emotional energy. It's about curiosity, those initial sparks of affection, and exploring feelings. But it also signals someone who might not yet be ready to fully commit or dive into the deeper, more serious layers of a relationship. When these two cards come together, they create an interesting dynamic. On one hand, he might seem solid and grounded, giving off the impression of someone reliable. On the other hand, there's a sense of hesitation, an emotional uncertainty or reluctance to fully open up. This combination can result in mixed signals, leaving you questioning where you truly stand with him. In this position, these cards encourage you to observe his actions closely. Is he consistent in how he treats you, or do his behaviors sometimes conflict with his words? This is your chance to dig deeper and uncover whether he's genuinely dependable or if emotional barriers are holding him back. Finally, the last pair is Death and the Ace of Pentacles. Starting with Death, this card is a profound symbol of transformation and release. When it comes to trust, it suggests that something in the dynamic must change, whether it's lingering doubts, old behaviors, or unspoken fears. It's the end of patterns that no longer serve either of you, creating space for something healthier and more transparent. Death isn't about loss here. It's about a powerful reset, an invitation to rebuild on a stronger foundation. Now let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. This card represents new beginnings, potential, and the opportunity to create something real and stable. In terms of trust, it's about planting the seed for a stronger bond, one that's rooted in effort, consistency, and mutual respect. It suggests that with the right care and commitment, this connection can grow into something solid and lasting. Together, these cards paint a clear picture of trust as both a challenge and an opportunity. Death asks for courage to let go of past wounds or mistrust, while the Ace of Pentacles offers the promise of rebuilding brick by brick with care and intention. This pairing emphasizes that trust isn't handed over freely. It's something earned through vulnerability and action, requiring both of you to step into a place of mutual accountability. In this position, these cards suggest that the relationship's potential hinges on your ability to let go of fears and doubts that may be holding you back. It's a call for clarity and honesty, not just from him, but from yourself as well. At the same time, he must show through tangible actions, not just words, that he's committed to creating a space where trust can thrive. Trust, like the Ace of Pentacles, must be nurtured intentionally, and this transformation can only happen if both of you are ready to meet the challenge. Stars, we all know how delicate and nerve-wracking this subject can be. Navigating trust issues isn't easy, and you shouldn't have to face it alone. That's why I want to offer you a little extra support to help you find balance during this process. I highly recommend using rose essential oil. It's known for its heart-opening properties and its ability to foster love and emotional balance. This beautiful oil can help you stay open and compassionate while also reinforcing your boundaries, creating the emotional clarity you need to move forward with confidence. Here's what I'd suggest. Add 1 drop to your wrists or diffuse it during a quiet moment of reflection. Focus on what trust looks like for you, what it means to feel safe and connected. This simple ritual can bring clarity and peace as you navigate this journey. You'll find a link in the description if you'd like to try it for yourself. So stars, here's what the cards are telling us. Can you trust him? The connection between you is undeniable, but trust isn't automatic. It's something that has to be earned. These cards show that while he may struggle to fully open up, there's potential for real growth if both of you are willing to put in the work. Letting go of old doubts and building something new requires courage and consistent effort. It's not just about what he says, it's about what he shows you through his actions. Trust can thrive here, but it needs vulnerability, honesty, and a shared commitment to grow. Stars, as you navigate this journey, remember that trust is built through both openness and intuition. Be open to understanding his intentions. Give space for honest communication and vulnerability. But don't ignore those gut feelings that quietly guide you. Trusting someone doesn't mean overlooking red flags. It means balancing faith in the connection with awareness of your own boundaries. Take your time, observe his actions, and let your instincts lead you to what feels right. You've got the wisdom within you to discern what's true. Trust that. Stars, if you feel like there's so much more to uncover about your situation, I'd love to connect with you one-on-one in a private session. Together we can dive into the details and discover the details and the answers you're looking for. Just click the link in the description to book your spot. I can't wait to help you find clarity. And if you're enjoying these readings, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a small way to show your love, but it makes a huge difference in helping me bring these messages to you. Until next time, stars, take care of your beautiful hearts.
Is he hiding something from you, or are your doubts playing tricks on your heart? What if the truth is something you didn't see coming? Hey stars, I'm Lua, and I'm so glad you're here. Today's question, can you trust him, is one that hits close to home for so many of us. Trust is the foundation of any strong connection, but it's not always easy to navigate when doubts creep in. If you've chosen to stay with me, stars, it means you're ready to hear my perspective, and that truly means so much to me. Before we begin, let's take a moment to ground ourselves. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let it out slowly. Reflect on your feelings and the questions that brought you here today. Imagine yourself holding the clarity you're seeking. I often ask my clients during live sessions to do this. It's such a powerful way to align your energy with the truth we're about to uncover. Now, let's dive in together and see what the cards reveal. Alright stars, let's dive straight into what's really happening here. The cards I've pulled for you today are the Lovers and the Seven of Swords, the Page of Cups and the Five of Wands, and the Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. Let's break these down. Let's begin with the Lovers. This card speaks of choices, alignment, and meaningful connections. It's not just about love, it's about finding harmony between two people. It's asking whether this connection aligns with your deepest values, and if you both are truly on the same page, not just emotionally, but in terms of shared goals and trust. Now let's look at the Seven of Swords. This card often carries the energy of secrecy or withholding. It doesn't always mean outright deceit, but it suggests that someone might not be revealing their full truth. It's that energy of avoiding vulnerability, perhaps out of fear of being judged or misunderstood. This card whispers, "I'm not ready to be fully seen." When we bring these two cards together, they create a curious dynamic. It is like a conversation between trust and suspicion. The Lovers emphasize the importance of authenticity and connection, while the Seven of Swords highlights the hesitations or barriers to achieving that level of openness. Together, these cards show a push-pull tension. Your crush might feel deeply connected to you but struggle to express it fully, possibly holding back from fear or uncertainty. What I see the cards want here is to encourage you to approach the situation with compassion and patience. Trust needs nurturing, and for that to happen, a sense of safety and openness must exist. Instead of rushing or demanding answers, try to create a space where both of you feel comfortable expressing your truths. When understanding replaces pressure, the walls they've built may begin to lower naturally, paving the way for genuine trust to flourish. Next, we have the pair, the Page of Cups and the Five of Wands. Let's start with the Page of Cups. This card brings the energy of emotional curiosity. It's about those sweet, tentative steps toward connection. It's the energy of small gestures that hint at deeper feelings, like testing the waters before diving in. While it carries a hopeful vibe, it's also cautious, as if he's unsure how to fully open his heart just yet. Now, let's examine the Five of Wands. This card reflects conflict, whether it's internal struggles, external pressures, or even minor disagreements. It's the energy of competing priorities or feeling stretched thin, which can create tension in a connection. This might show up as mixed signals or moments where it feels like they're not fully present. When we bring these two cards together, it's like seeing a person who's both intrigued by the connection but struggling to give it the focus it deserves. The Page of Cups speaks to their budding affection and interest, while the Five of Wands suggests that something, whether external challenges or inner turmoil, is pulling him attention away. It's not that he doesn't care, it's more about feeling overwhelmed or unsure how to balance emotions with everything else happening in his life. In this position, these cards encourage you to dig deeper into what's holding him back. Is he navigating fears of rejection, unresolved past wounds, or external pressures like work or family commitments? Understanding the root of his hesitation is key. It's an opportunity for you to assess whether these challenges are something you're willing to face together, or if they're signaling a fundamental mismatch in priorities. Trust isn't just about intentions, it's also about his capacity to follow through. Use this moment to decide whether this connection feels worth the effort. Finally, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower. Let's start with the Tower. This card is intense. It speaks to sudden changes, breaking down illusions, and shaking up anything that isn't built on a solid foundation. It's not here to scare you, but to clear the way for what's real. If there's been inconsistency or hidden truths, this card indicates that they need to come to light before trust can fully take root. Now let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. It's all about new beginnings, tangible opportunities, and laying the groundwork for something that could grow into a stable and meaningful connection. This card suggests that there's potential for trust, but it needs to be nurtured and developed over time. It's like planting a seed. You can't rush it, but with care, it can become something strong. This pair screams transformation. The Ace of Pentacles offers the promise of something new and grounded, but the Tower insists that old patterns, doubts, or illusions must be dismantled first. It's like the universe saying, you can have this, but only if you're willing to start fresh and build on honesty. This pair shows that trust can grow, but only after addressing what isn't working. These cards emphasize the need for action and honesty. If you're wondering whether you can trust him, it starts with both of you being willing to face the hard truths. Let go of past hurts, unspoken fears, or unrealistic expectations. This is your chance to clear the air and rebuild something stronger. Transformation is never easy, but it's where real trust and connection take root. The question is, are you both ready to put in the work? And here is the thing, stars, I know it's not easy. If there's one thing I've learned in readings like this, it's that clarity is the foundation of trust. And sometimes to clear the emotional fog and tune into the truth, we need a little help. So I'll try to give you this little help and recommend you an essential oil for today, which is black spruce. It has grounding and balancing properties, and it's a powerful ally when emotions are high and answers feel just out of reach. Black spruce has been used for centuries to harmonize mind and body, helping you feel centered and in control. Here's how to use it. Place 2 drops in a diffuser, or simply rub a single drop between your palms, cup your hands near your face, and inhale deeply. Take 1 minute of silence to focus on what trust means to you, and whether this connection aligns with that. I promise, stars, this moment of clarity can make all the difference in navigating your next steps. If you're ready to try it, you'll find a link in the description with all the details. So, stars, let's answer the big question. Can you trust him? The cards show that while there's a real connection and genuine interest, there's also hesitation and guardedness on his part. Trust isn't just about what he feels, it's about whether his actions align with his intentions. Right now, it seems like there's potential, but it's going to take open communication and mutual effort to fully bridge the gap. Take this time to truly focus on yourself and reflect on what you genuinely need in a relationship, stars. If he's ready to meet you halfway and put in the effort, trust can grow into something beautiful and lasting. But if he's not, this is your moment to gain the clarity and strength to make the decision that's best for you. Remember, trust begins with truth, and that truth starts with both of you being open and honest about what's in your hearts. You deserve nothing less. If your heart still feels heavy even after everything we've uncovered here today, and you feel there's more to discover about your personal situation, I'd be honored to dive deeper with you in a private reading. Just click the link below and let's uncover what's truly in the cards for you. And if this reading resonated, stars, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means so much to us and helps keep these insights coming your way. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care, stars, and remember, your journey always starts with you. See you soon.